What's going on, guys? Bangalina here, coming back at you with another video. People wanted me, more specifically people on Twitter, wanted me to address this whole Victor Cruz release, Rashad Jennings release, my opinions on it. Let me know if you guys want me to do videos like this in the future on subjects, pertaining to the NFL and whatnot, my opinions on them, what it means, what it doesn't mean. And I wanted to get this video up way earlier today, but I've been going through some really severe back pain. If you've been on my Twitter, you might know that. I was on the ground for like the past 2 hours, and then finally up and able to do this commentary about Victor Cruz and Rashad Jennings being released. So here's what I have to say about it. I was going through Instagram, and the NFL posted about it. Victor Cruz released, Rashad Jennings released, and like people on Instagram are retarded. Like, they're so stupid. Everyone's like, what's next? Trade Odell? Release Odell? Release, Janoris Jenkins? Like, whoever is good. Like, release them. Victor Cruz is so shitty. And Rashad Jennings is debatably worse. People are like, wow, you're going to release Rashad Jennings? Rashad Jennings is actually good. The Giants didn't give him a chance. Let me pull up some stats here. Rashad Jennings, 181 carries, 593 yards, and 3 touchdowns as the starting running back. That's an average of 3.3 yards per carry, which is atrocious. And that seems generous, because the amount of times I've seen Rashad Jennings go straight into the line or just stop moving behind the line and get tackled for a loss is ridiculous. He is terrible. I'm glad he's finally going to get replaced, or whatever happened to him. He should never have been a starting running back in the first place. He was never going to be the solution for the Giants when they signed him a couple years back. He was never really that good. So it's kind of ridiculous he was getting paid as much as he was. In total, the release of Victor Cruz and Rashad Jennings frees up about $10 million cap space, which is pretty important if the Giants plan on signing back a bunch of players in free agency, like Jason Pierre-Paul, like Jonathan Hankins, maybe pursuing some more players in free agency, veteran offensive linemen. Adrian Peterson, perhaps my favorite player of all time. I would love that. No matter what AP does, I would love to see him on the Giants, like no matter what. So Rashad Jennings, terrible. Glad that he's gone. He had some decent games for the Giants on occasion over his tenure, but overall really did nothing. Victor Cruz, horrendous as well. Like, back when he was being made by Eli Manning, because that's really what happened to Victor Cruz, he was never dynamic. He was never elite. He was never really that good of a receiver, just like Steve Smith, the Giants' Steve Smith, who led the league in receptions one year because of Eli Manning. Very underrated player who has done a lot with nothing. In recent memory, the Giants have had no receivers, no running backs, no offensive line. Just recently picked up Odell within the past 3 years, and he's played very well, but he's had no one else. It can be easy to take one player out of the game. You can't go to the same player every single play. And the Giants have had no one else. Victor Cruz has been terrible. He was never really anything other than what Eli Manning made him. That's going to be an unpopular opinion, but it's the truth. Victor Cruz, despite being injured, still, even when he was healthy, did not play well. On the season, he had 39 catches for 586 yards and a touchdown. Atrocious numbers for someone that actually played a lot. He played a lot. The yardage is decent. That's 15 yards a catch, but 1 touchdown, that's terrible. 39 catches is not great either for someone that played a decent amount. And again, even when he was healthy, he wasn't anything. With Rashad Jennings, it's proof that, once you hit 30, you're going downhill. Your career goes completely downhill at 30 years old. All running backs it happens to. And then Victor Cruz. I mean, he's 30 right now. He's coming off injury. As he's injured like every other game. He's terrible. Really, it's a great move by the Giants to release him. Hopefully they go after some really great players in free agency, pick up some drafted players, maybe a receiver, running back, tight end, offensive line. Finally, a linebacker would be excellent. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my hot take. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.